This is your morning Buzzcast for Thursday, September 4th. Good morning. I'm Abe Madcore. First, I enjoyed speaking to the advanced sports marketing class at Oklahoma State on Wednesday. That class is led by Mary Beth Kuzminski, who started her career, like me, at the Washington Bullets. Also leading that class, Athletic Director Chad Weiberg and Jesse Martin, Senior Associate Athletic Director. The students had great questions. They asked me about job opportunities in women's sports. What would be the likely outcome of MLB's CBA negotiations? Questions about private equity in college sports. Questions about mixed-use development and the benefits of them, and the new arena in Oklahoma City, and of course, a lot of questions about increasing revenue on college campuses. Great fun speaking to them, and yes, they have a big football game Saturday against Oregon, but a lot of fun speaking to that advanced sports marketing class from Oklahoma State. Let's move on. The NFL, yes, it kicks off tonight with the Eagles hosting the Cowboys 8:20 on NBC and Peacock. Speaking of NBC, the strength of the NFL is clear as the network announced its highest grossing season ever. Obviously, that's an ad revenue, overall revenue increasing across all of NBC's platforms. In addition, ad inventory for Super Bowl 60 sold out. And the company also sold 90% of its overall NFL inventory. So NFL sales are very strong. Now, for the Super Bowl, they sold out the Super Bowl a month earlier than Fox announced its sellout for Super Bowl 59. So sales are pacing well ahead of last year. So the bottom line, NFL advertising inventory incredibly strong. NBC, the beneficiary of that going into the season. Let's stay with NFL news. My colleague Terry Lefton broke a big story yesterday. American Express will replace Visa next season as the NFL's corporate sponsor in the credit card, payment card category. This is a big deal. Visa has been a partner with the NFL since 1995. And yes, we have all seen those Visa and NFL ads. They've been a very effective marketer around the NFL. But talking about how big and how popular the NFL is as a commercial vehicle right now, listen to this. Sources with knowledge of the deal told Lefton this is a 7-year deal for over $900 million. So yes, a deal well over $100 million a year in rights fees. Visa's current deal expires at the end of March. So yes, that means you will see Visa throughout this year. American Express will start next year. And again, this is a big deal because Visa is the NFL's second longest sponsor after Gatorade. And when Visa signed on 30 years ago, it paid around $10 million a year. And who did they replace at that time? Yes, American Express. Now here we are in 2025, and American Express will pay north of $100 million a year for those rights. That's per my colleague, Terry Lefton. So what else can you see around the NFL this year? Well, starting tonight, Thursday night, you will see Toyota's latest NFL spot that will show Toyota cars at tailgates and at flag football games. This is the company's third season as an NFL partner. Who can you expect to see? Jordan Love, Eli Manning, Brock Purdy. They will all be in ads. Also, you'll see a lot of Pepsi this year. 24th year as an official NFL sponsor. You will see ads called Tailgate Crashers, where you'll see a lot of Josh Allen and Justin Jefferson, who will hand out Pepsis to tailgaters in NFL stadium parking lots. Pepsi always does a very good job with its creative. So I'll have to say, if I was in marketing and if I was selecting talent in the NFL right now, Josh Allen would be my number one target as a spokesperson. And this comes from a Patriot fan. But yes, in watching Josh Allen in interviews and especially on HBO's Hard Knocks, Allen comes across as one of the most likable, one of the most real, and one of the nicest players in the game. Very easy to like. I think he is a commercial and marketing force who has a lot of fan avidity. So let's move on from the NFL, but let's stay with some payment card news. That sounds fun, right? Do you want tickets to the World Cup? If you do, having a Visa card will certainly help. There's a pre-sale draw led by Visa that will start next week, and that will kick off general ticket sales for the World Cup. Now, this pre-sale is available only to Visa cardholders that have created a FIFA ID and registered their interest in tickets. More than 8 million fans have already created such an ID. And so, of course, Visa is an official partner. There will be a randomized draw system to pick which fans can buy tickets. Now, if you're interested in tickets, they're sold in 3 categories. Yes, you can buy one match. Yes, you can buy matches for a specific venue. So if you wanted to see all the matches at Dallas Stadium, you could do that. Third way to buy tickets to a specific team. You could buy tickets to all the matches for Team USA, for example. So tickets start at $60. The highest ticket right now, more than $6,700. That's for the final in New York. So after this presale, tickets will become more gradually available to the general public. But again, this shows how Visa leverages its right as a FIFA corporate partner with this presale. You know, one of the most talked about venues in sports last year was the temporary football stadium at Northwestern on the banks of Lake Michigan. Everybody who went to that venue raved about the experience. And now that venue will have another tenant as the Chicago Stars will play its 26th season at this venue. So the move is significant for the Chicago Stars. They've been playing at SeatGeek Stadium since 2016. But the Northwestern facility, they believe is more accessible, they believe more intimate, they believe more attractive, and they think they can draw between 8 to 10,000 fans for matches in Evanston, Illinois. And again, this is a significant move, and that would be more 8 to 10,000 fans than what the Stars average at SeatGeek Stadium. So this is only for 1 year, the 26th season. The team's long-term goal is, of course, to build a stadium of their own, but the Chicago Stars will relocate from SeatGeek Stadium to Northwestern's temporary stadium in 2026. And for months, there was buzz that the Big 12 was going to sign a title sponsor for the conference, becoming the first conference to ever take such a bold commercial step. Well, entitlement never happened. There were too many questions and too many challenges to reach such a deal. But the Big 12 is set to announce a multi-year sponsorship agreement with the company that was rumored to be interested in the title rights. And yes, that's Allstate. And that deal is believed to be one of the 2 most significant commercial deals in the Big 12's history. So this is a big deal. The other is the partnership with PayPal that we talked about in June. So Allstate becoming a big commercial partner of the Big 12. Meanwhile, Brett Yormark, commissioner of the Big 12, always looking to stay relevant in pop culture, and it's no surprise to read that the Big 12 had a call with Barstool's Dave Portnoy as the conference is looking to get closer to Portnoy and Barstool Sports. They want to see about Barstool and Portnoy being on more Big 12 campuses. They also want to talk about having Big 12 coaches and others related to the conference on Barstool's programming on Fox Sports 1. So again, trying to get a closer relationship between the Big 12 and Barstool. So my 4 takeaways from today's Buzzcast. First, early numbers suggest another strong year for the NFL. It's amazing how this property continues to skyrocket in popularity. Did you know, less than a decade ago, the narrative was around if the NFL had peaked? Not so fast, right? Number two, the NFL is the biggest sponsorship vehicle when it comes to sports in the United States. Look no further than their ability to land a massive deal for more than $900 million over 7 years with American Express to take a key category away from rival Visa. Number three, temporary facilities are in vogue. They're affordable. They're a fan-friendly option for sports, events, and teams. Look no further than what Northwestern has done on the banks of Lake Michigan. And finally, personalities are driving attention, and brands, media companies, and sports properties are doing all they can to align themselves with a brand fit of the right personalities to drive attention. Look what people are doing, not just with Pat McAfee, but also with Dave Portnoy, and you will see how brands, media companies, and sports properties are looking to align with big, relevant personalities. And so that is your morning Buzzcast for Thursday, September 4th. I'm Abe Madcore. Thanks for listening. Stay healthy. Be good to each other. I'll speak to you tomorrow.